extraterrestrial. The FBI has a branch. They're just MIBs. So the movies, the Hollywood, the MIBs, they're just FBIs that branched into a paranormal data gathering. Let's put it that way. So the FBI has paranormal team called MIBs that gather data on extraterrestrial. Then we have the Navy reporting, all these higher up people in the Navy are reporting extraterrestrial technologies, something we can't grasp through their thought process. They're pretty much like, they have the infinite amount of abilities to shut things down, turn them on, turn them off, control people's minds, do all kinds of weird shit. Yeah, like the Navy guys that report, whatever, you guys can talk to special forces that report extraterrestrials. So there's the Russians shot down an extraterrestrial ship that was abducting 5 men. Yes, that's supposed to be a true story. I don't know if those 5 guys lived. I think they did, because they shot the ET down. ETs are showing themselves to the soldiers. The Ukraine, like over in Ukraine, there's ET showing up because ETs like to show up when you're at war. They showed up during Vietnam too. So you guys can talk to the Vietnam guys too. Special forces. In particular, they're going to have more information because they're the ones doing fuck shit. The reason why ETs like war zones is because you're not supposed to be going to war here. So they'll go and extract all the souls they want and fuck with your head and do all the shit. Yeah, because you're not supposed to be doing what you're doing. Okay. So there's a lot of information on extraterrestrial out there. And every time something goes wrong, we always hear I'm talking electronic cyber attacks. Anytime some cyber attack happens, the United States has to blame Russia or China. It's not always the case. There's extraterrestrial doing fuck shit, paranormal activity. So the DIA has a bunch of files that if you want to sit there and read that shit, it's just the X-Files, pretty much. All the shit in the X-Files, all true, every story. There's a whole paranormal team called MIBs, which they hunt extraterrestrial. And there's a team in Department of Defense, too. So the FBI has a team, and the Department of Defense has a team of people. But a lot of people in Department of Defense are highly aware that this is extraterrestrial. Just go talk to the pilots. They all report electronical failures and things right before they see the ET. Right, yeah, all the shit. Paranormal activity. The ET likes to fuck with anything electronic because you're not supposed to have electricity here. You just can't harness it the way you do. You're not allowed. You have to stop that. You have to stop a lot of stuff's going to stop here. That's why they're here. Okay, ETs come in the form of different stuff to people, and then, there's other research sheriff's departments were all been, their statements have all been made about extraterrestrials. Well, fires in California, the Paradise Fire, that's extraterrestrial. I have another extraterrestrial landing right now in Colorado. So they have high winds of 80 miles per hour, never seen before. That's an ET landing. The weather, sometimes the fires in the weather, they're extraterrestrials doing fuck shit. You guys are even going to start to see paranormal activity. More paranormal activity. The FBI is going to have to come out with statements. Yeah, you guys are getting a lot of... They're talking about ETs and they're talking about war with China and Russia at the same time. It's all happening at once. And your magnetic north and all the weather, it's all happening at once, and all the volcanic eruptions all at once, the COVID, the fag diseases, the obesity, it's all happening all at once. Right. Your tower's coming down. You built it up, and the more you build a tower, the higher you go, you're from the ground, the harder you fall from the sky. See what I'm saying? It's a fucking tower. Your complete world. Right, I'm not joking about, 50% of the population being wiped out. That's a real thing. Right, scientists are coming out and they're saying all kinds of shit. They're talking about all kinds of shit right now. Everybody is. I have an opinion on everything. Because that's what I do. I have an opinion on shit. I influence. I've talked on different platforms. I show my face. I've done different projects online to get people's attention. I have a way of getting inside people's minds. Right? That's what it's about. I want to get inside your mind. So I could see what foundation you have. If you don't have a solid foundation, it's going to collapse. All right. I'm standing on a rock. You're in the sand, and I'm pulling you out of the sand onto a rock. That's what we're doing here. But ETs are here to extract your soul. Pretty much. Yeah. They want to see who has a purpose and who doesn't have a purpose. So ETs are landing in Colorado right now for the rapture for tonight, tomorrow night. Probably going to be a bombing on Monday. You guys, United States people, you're going to see more bombings here. Now, because I'm predicting your bombing, that doesn't mean I did the bombing. No. And you don't have to be clairvoyant to predict bombings here right now. Okay, you got shit flying around the air, balloons, and you blame it on Russia or China, and your cyber attacks, everything's Russia or China, so go to war with Russia and China then. Do it. Why not? So now you have bombings. The enemy is within you. Right, Monday's President's Day, and it's also a new moon, full moon, no, new moon, whatever. So Earth is going to erupt. Like I said, Colorado has 80-mile-per-hour winds. Right, it's also extraterrestrial connected as well. Yes, they hide in the weather. Some of you guys are going to start seeing ships and stuff and just weird shit. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of weird shit. Because this is just, it's on a spiritual spectrum too. That's why it's paranormal. That's why the FBI is going to have to report. Everyone needs to just report. Everyone just report. The FBI, the MIBs, the DIA, the CIA, Pentagon, all you fucks have to get together and report. Constantly report to these idiots and tell them that they're gonna die. Because they are. It's time. Right? You're at the point of no return. You don't go back. You've gone to... Yeah, I don't know how to say that. The point of no return. A threshold. You built the tower up and now the tower's falling. It's a threshold. But it has something to do with magnetic north and Earth, and that's why ETs are visiting, gathering data and gathering souls and shit. They're trying to take them. They might even try taking these soldiers to other planets. Yep. Like Stargate. You know, pick your Hollywood movie, Stargate, MIBs. All that shit. X-Files. You know, be true to yourself. Okay? We're talking about extraterrestrial here. But it's connected to a lot of stuff. They like to make connections, too. The ETs like you to make connections. Knowledge connections and... Anyways, I have to get rid of this channel, so I'm going to let 1 or 2 people hear this before I shut everything down and start a new account.